Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, it's Josh South, aka AskJoshy on YouTube, and here we have another replay brought to you by PokerDiscounts.com. Please check out their service if you plan on doing any online poker playing in the near future. It does help you save some money in the long run if you do play a lot. But anyway, the game is between LzGaMeR, the green Terran down here on the bottom left of Steps of War, and Sinatra, the blue Protoss up here on the top right, and both players are very, very good. Sinatra asking if this is a best of three, and it is. This series was played for part of IC Cup League number 12, I believe, and I'm going to be casting all three of the games. There you can see the map list: Steps of War, Lost Temple, and Fighting Spirit. And I'm going to be casting the entire series, like I just said, so no matter who wins this game, we will be seeing another one between the two on Lost Temple. And this is a pretty exciting series as a whole. I did enjoy watching it live a lot. I did cast it with Railcoon with IC Cup TV, and I'm now going to cast it again specially for you guys. So LzGaMeR building his barracks right away. No supply depot for him. Just going to go straight into that barracks operation, and going to get a refinery right away too. No supply depot, so 11 barracks, 11 refinery for LzGaMeR. Sinatra building his first gateway at 12 supply, and going to be sending that scout off right away as he finishes warping it in. Refinery now finishes for LzGaMeR, so he's going to start at least one SCV, two SCVs now on gas, all three pumping away in there. Sinatra saying rematch on Heroes of Newerth. Both players played it quite a lot during the beta downtime, so Sinatra sees this pretty fast barracks completion. His gateway is not even done, so this is sneakily, suspiciously fast, and Sinatra is blocking the add-on area with his probe, and LzGaMeR not able to train a Marine because he did skip that supply depot. It's not quite done yet back at his next to his main, so Sinatra drops a pylon and starts running from this SCV. Almost lost his probe in the process there. He's going to try and land it underneath the barracks, just barely misses, and LzGaMeR is able to start his tech lab. So he got that gas incredibly fast so that he could start making some sort of tech lab unit, and we'll have to see whether it will be Reapers or Marauders. But Sinatra able to save his probe's life, just barely. Gonna stick around to try and see what comes out first. Instead, he's going to be chased off by this SCV, and it looks like a Marauder will be first, and concussive shells being trained at the same time. So LzGaMeR going for some very early Marauder aggression. Meanwhile, back at Sinatra's base, he does have a gas going on his own, also has a second assimilator coming up now, and a cybernetics core. After finishing that first gateway, has not built any fighting units just yet, so this SCV is going to be free to look around. The moment that cybernetics core finishes, Sinatra does start chrono boosting a stalker to help defend against the ghost unit. He doesn't know what is coming. It is going to be a Marauder and not a Reaper. Stalkers do better against Reapers than they do against Marauders, especially Marauders with concussive shells, so he's going to have to be pretty solid with his micro to be able to hold off that first Marauder and not lose any probes in the process. He is not going to train a second unit just yet, building a pylon near the back of his base. Not sure why, maybe just for good coverage, but Sinatra surprised now. This SCV and Marauder of LzGaMeR are going to move in. SCV goes down. Marauder shooting his concussive shells. Sinatra pulls just a ton of probes, 7 probes to help fight this first Marauder away. The Stalker nearly dead, actually, from that initial assault, and LzGaMeR already arriving with his second Marauder, able to kill another probe. So losing a probe in the process, nothing else yet. Building a Stargate to help defend, whereas LzGaMeR is actually trying to expand right away. So he sent 2 Marauders and decided, I'm going to try and expand. I've got Sinatra basically holed up in his base for at least a little while, so I'm going to expand safely, and LzGaMeR doing well to target that low health stalker first. He did fire a couple shots at the brand new one, but switched when he saw his opportunity. So there was one Marauder here with 19 health left. That is going to take 2 shots from the stalker to kill, or 1 shot and some probe fire. And the Marauders do end up killing that stalker. Will he kill any more probes or go for this first stalker? He will go for the brand new fresh stalker. More stalkers coming out all the time. Warp Gate not able to start yet. He is going to start a Void Ray with that gas instead of Warp Gates, so he's content cranking out 1 stalker at a time until that Void Ray can arrive. Hopefully it won't be too long and too late in the game. LzGaMeR actually doing very well for himself now. If we check out units lost, Sinatra's lost 6, LzGaMer's only lost 3, and one of them was an SCV. He's doing very well kiting these probes and stalkers in the meantime, killing them as they appear. With that concussive shell and 3 marauders, basically all he has to do is camp the gateway if he wanted to. Instead, he's going to move into the probe line. Sinatra having to pull all his probes. He does not want to go too far behind. The Void Ray does finally arrive, means to get started, zapping away at these marauders. Kills the first one, charging up that beam just a little bit. Working on the second one now. Marauder's still getting a few free shots, waiting for this Void Ray to charge up, and finally the Void Ray does take out the initial Marauder threat. There's one more wandering into the base, but Sinatra just loses his charge right before hitting this Marauder. So the Marauder is just going to shoot a little bit of the shields on this assimilator, not going to matter much. And he did queue up another Marauder to sit outside of Sinatra's base. He's purposely sitting him there, even though this Void Ray is here. Looks like LzGaMer is just going to run right past him. Sinatra headed for the main of LzGaMer. Not sure why. LzGaMer has plenty of time to react and start building Marines. But anyway, one Marauder does sneak in. The Void Ray finally catching back up with him. They fly so slow, but he is going to be able to take out this Marauder as well with just a Void Ray and now the Stalker popping out. So has he started his warp gate research yet? No, he has not, but he is tacking on 2 more gateways. Back at LzGaMer's main, he does have his orbital command at his natural expansion ready to go, now cranking out Marines off of 3 barracks instead of Marauders to help deal with those Void Rays. He also got an engineering bay up in the meantime and a second turret, a pair of turrets. And so the Stalker pokes his head in, sees, what do we got here, 7 Marines for LzGaMer. Does not want to lose his slow-moving Void Ray to those Marines. He doesn't know if LzGaMer has stim yet. He doesn't. It is still researching, but LzGaMer adding on 2 more barracks, so soon going to be 5 racks against 3 gates and a Stargate. Twilight Council and Forge both being warped in now for Sinatra. Going to start working on those upgrades for his Tier 1 unit. Also getting a couple of sentries. Sorry, I've got a little bit of the hiccups here. But Sinatra warping in a forward pylon so that he can help prevent any losses to this Marine mass from LzGaMer up in his main. Looks like LzGaMer is going to be content to just crank away minerals, not even building that second gas or any gas over at his natural. The frame rate is dropping just a little bit, I'm not sure why, but LzGaMer, basically all he has to do is build lots of supply depots and lots of Marines for the time being. Stim pack not quite finished yet. I have to imagine he'll be moving out shortly after it finishes, just so he doesn't give Sinatra too much time to build up forces. Some anti-Marine counters, and Zealots, of course, are decent against Marines, but not in large numbers. Stimmed Marines can mow through Zealots no problem, unless they have charge, which Sinatra has not started yet. He is spending all his money on some cannons up here at this frontal defense and Tier 1 units, whereas LzGaMer cranking out the cheapest unit basically in the game, next to Zerglings, just lots and lots of Marines, but getting the upgrades for them. He's getting the weapon upgrade so he can be 1-0, and those shields so they can get 10 more health each, and that's going to be quite a good combo of upgrades for him against these just couple of sentries and Void Ray from Sinatra. These sentries will die really, really fast if they don't score some really good force fields. And Sinatra just building lots and lots of sentries after seeing all those Marines. But he sneaks a probe in just to see what the count is looking like now. LzGaMer has a good 30-ish units here ready to go. They have stim already finished. He's maybe going to be waiting for that shield to go ahead and finish up. He's teching on 4 reactors, so no plans for LzGaMer to be changing up anytime soon. He is getting that second refinery and a Ghost Academy now, so 100 million Marines, 1 Marauder, and eventually some Ghosts seem to be LzGaMer's strategy against these mass sentries and Void Ray combo.